Hello everyone, I'm Jay from the GameBustersUK, and it's finally here! Playthrough that you guys have been waiting for. Been a while since I've done the Crash Bandicoot playthrough, or Let's Play if you like, for the channel. I know you guys have been requesting this. So without further ado, here's Crash Bandicoot 2. Cortex Strikes Back.
Crash Bandicoot 2. Cortex.
Always thought the intro was pretty cool. Anyway, let's go and begin. I'll try and be quiet for the cutscenes for you. So here we go.
Crystals. Of course.
But Dr. Cortex, to reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, but also the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any Earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we need to find an enemy.
Crash? Crash? Crash! My battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
And here we go. We're starting in gameplay. Alright, so here's Crash Bandicoot. Bit of a different design compared to Crash Bandicoot 1. For anyone who hasn't actually played this, most people have played this game. You can see here he's got his jumping as he does his spin. He's a lot easier to control than Crash Bandicoot 1. One of the reasons why this game is automatically better than Crash Bandicoot 1. The difficulty isn't as high. It's still got a pretty decent difficulty, but it's not as high as Crash Bandicoot 1. So you feel like you've got better control. You've actually got a slide. If you press the circle button, you can slide. You can crawl if you hold the circle button while standing still, like so. And the most, for people who do speed runs, that people know, if you hold circle and then press the jump button, you can do like a super jump. You can slide and then press X and do a slide jump, like so. And even more for those who know how to speed run, if you press circle, then press square and X at the same time, you can do what is known as a spin jump, or a slide spin jump, like so. This is actually good for skipping. There's a good trick for skipping different areas, things you want to, like, you know, for speedrunning purposes. You can avoid things a lot quicker. And a bit of backstory. This girl here is actually Coco. She isn't the girl who we had in Crash Bandicoot 1, actually. This girl is actually, well, the other girl, I can't remember her name. I think it's Tara, maybe. She got scrapped because apparently actual parents were actually complaining about her being, I don't know, a little bit, like, I guess, how can I explain this? I guess because, like, you know, she's kind of like Crash's girlfriend, and she was like this adult woman, and, you know, she had like, you know, big bust and everything, that the parents weren't actually happy and thought, you know, is this appropriate for kids? Even though it wasn't exactly like, you know, really bad or anything, not like that. And so they scrapped her and decided to give them, you know, Coco, who's basically a brainy bandicoot, I guess, brainy female bandicoot. Anyway, she, for some reason, has a laptop, and she has no charger, and she wants us to find a battery in a jungle. Back in a bit, sis. Yeah, she is Crash's sister. So yeah, this is the first introduction to Coco. Never quite get why that's there. I guess it's just there. There's no real explanation as to why it's there. It's just there. But anyway, you've been waiting on this, guys, and I'm going to have so much fun with this game, because this is probably, I mean, I could say it's my most favourite. It's close to Crash 3, so I'm not, you know, I'm always debating between the two. And this level is called Intro. It's basically level 0. Yep. I think, I'm not sure, but I think on maybe the Japanese or the American version, I think it does actually say level 0. But here it just says Intro, so. This is your typical jungle level. I'm going to be using the slide. You can do the slide spin as well as the slide jump. I'm going to be using that quite a lot. There we go. Now this swirling thing is actually a portal, will send us to the main event. There is a way, I think there is a way to skip this, like you can cheat. I don't know how far you can get, but it's totally possible. I think I've managed to do it before. Oh, I've got myself stuck there. But I have no idea how you do it. There's a way. Oh, maybe it's like that. I'm skipping the game. But yeah, there is a way to like totally skip it. But I'm totally not sure how you do it. And I think, what have I done? What have I done? I think I've got myself stuck. Okay, there we go. Phew. Yeah, there is a way to get past it, but yeah, you have to kind of go over it somehow. I thought I was going to be stuck there. And here we are to a warp room. Oh, hello. Who's this?
Well, well, well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak again.
Yeah, oh, it's none other than Cortex himself. So yeah, as you may have seen in the cutscene, Cortex is back. He's found out about these so-called crystals, power crystals, as you see there. It says crystals. I've got gems as well. Did the gems make a return? So yeah, this is a new gimmick to the Crash Bandicoot, because Crash Bandicoot 1 only had gems. These have crystals that we have to get. That's the main point of the story, is to collect all the crystals, and then we can advance, which Cortex will basically explain to us. They're in the level. All you got to do is literally find them as you go through, collect them, pick them up, and then head out to the level, and that's pretty much all you have to do. If you like Crash Bandicoot 1, oh, my mic's a bit close there. Like Crash Bandicoot 1, if you want to collect all the gems and get the true ending, because there is a true ending, just like Crash Bandicoot 1, if you like, had an alternate ending, but the true ending, collect all the gems, just like you did in Crash Bandicoot 1, but they're not nearly as bad as Crash Bandicoot 1. Crash Bandicoot 2 is a lot easier. Anyway, we've got all these levels here, 5 levels on each of the warp room. We've got Crash Dash level 5, the pits level 4, Hang 8 level 3, Snow Go level 2, and Turtle Woods level 1. And I'm actually going to do this in order. I know it's a bit boring, but I'm going to do this in order. It doesn't really matter which way, which way you're going to do it. And how I am going to do this, I am going to complete this 100%. Got my Akaku mask. And I'm going to pick up any gems I can get as I go along. And then I'll backtrack. And I'll edit in bits for you guys to see and whatnot. Now this trick, what I'm basically going to do is press triangle to show how many boxes you've collected so far. Doesn't tell you how many you need, unfortunately, not until Crash 3. But for this one specifically, we've got the coloured gem. We've got 2 gems that we can collect in this one. We've got the coloured gem and the box gem. Now for the coloured gem for this level, and that was quite bad for me, we have to not touch any boxes. For the most part, this isn't really too hard. I would recommend just jumping on enemies, you know, like Mario. And don't try not to spin any enemies. I mean, you can't spin these anyway because I've got the spikes there. There is one section which is a little bit tricky, but well, it depends. I'm not very good with my time, and there's actually this bit here. Now, if you're good at your time and the jump, you can just jump over this. But if you touch one of these crates, that's it, you lose the box gem. So what I tend to do is, I tend to jump on this one here, like that. That way, because it's a bounce block, or a bounce crate if you like, you won't actually, you know, break the box, so that's handy. Actually, no, I'm going to show this off. If you go down to the pits here, you've got little rats that try and eat you, and then you've got a spring here, or I say a mushroom. Or if you know how to spin jump, you can just spin jump. That's for speedrunning tactics. I use it all the time. I mean, I haven't done a speedrun of this game, but well, I'd like to. Maybe I will do one day. I want to do speedruns, so yeah. There's the crystal. Funny little thing of the game. If you refuse to get the crystal at the start of the game, and you keep coming in and out, Cortex will get angry with you, and he'll keep throwing projections, and he'll be like, "No, no, no, Crash! Gotta get the crystals!" And he'll get more angrier and angrier. It only happens 3 times though. And I may show it off at the end. Skip that pit, and that's the end of Turtle Woods. Yeah. And there we have it. We've got the blue gem. Now, if we got all the box gems, there'd be a silver gem here. And if you're missing any, if you go to the end of the level, it will say you've missed 20 out of, you know, 25 or whatever. So there we have it. Now, I don't think you can get the box gem and the blue gem at the same time. I've never tried, if I'm honest. So I'm going to go back in and get the box gem. And just because I've got to get all the box gems for this one, I'll show it off. So, and yeah, this is Crash's Dance, which is pretty famous. Most people know about it. It's pretty cool. Oh, I think Cortex got something to say again.
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. Crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Oh, Coco. Yeah, about that battery. Sorry, couldn't find one. And I'm kind of stuck here. You think you could help me out? Although I will say one thing. Oh, that's fine. But if I will say one thing, is that why? I'm trying to think. Why is it that, or how is she able to get through to Cortex's Pro? Because she's hacked. You know, she's a brain box when it comes to computers. She can hack and do all sorts of different things and that. How did she manage to do that? I thought she said she was out of. She must have found the battery somehow. I don't know. I don't know. But questions. Anyway, I'm actually going to go back to Turtle Woods now. Now, the reason why I'm actually showing this off now for the box gem is mainly because there's areas that I haven't been to, so I'm just going to show everything off again. So yeah, just going to connect all the boxes like I did in Crash. Crash 1. Luckily, you don't need to, you know, have a perfect run where you never die, you know, so that you don't get the gem. There are like bonus levels where you have to survive the level and then go on to the bonus bit, you know, to get that gem. But when it comes to the box gem, and you know you've got no other bonus or anything, you're fine. You know, you can just do your thing. Now, one thing I haven't shown you, if you press X and circle, you can also slam. That's what we're going to do right here. There we go. Sweet. This is like a hidden, I guess you can say a hidden bonus level. Because there is actual bonus areas in this game, like Crash 1. Luckily, you don't need to get like 3 Tara or Tawana or whatever. I think it's Tawana actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Tawana heads or whatever you want to call them. Yeah. Now here, this kind of tricks you because you think, oh, I'm going to have to use a spring to get past these green boxes here, known as nitros. They're like TNTs, but if you touch them you instantly die. There's no countdown, so try and avoid them. But what you have to actually do is you have to implement the slide jump or the slide spin. So you can just do that, and that's how you do it. Again with this, destroy that. Now this is a bit tricky. These ostriches here, pink ostriches, as soon as you jump on them they go down. So you have to be really quick. So what I would do is slide, go, spin, then this, then there. That's how you do it. Now if you mess up and they go down, slide spin and you'll make it. That's the easy way to do it. Now I didn't know that when I was a kid, so unfortunately I wasn't very good with my timing, and I would always, you know, because if you do a slide jump normally it won't work, but if you do a slide spin it'll work. So I guess as a vulture, I guess. These are called nitro. I guess you could nitro steel boxes. I guess you could call them. They're like exclamation boxes that you had in Crash Bandicoot, but they destroy all nitro boxes for you. And you do need to destroy all nitro boxes in order to get the gem as well. They're included as the box gem, as well as the checkpoints. So make sure to get everything, including TNTs and everything. So here we are. Here's the bonus level. Literally just fall down, and here we are. Bonus level. Now, of course, when I get to the second level, I'm pretty much just gonna, you know, not be like, you know, this is how you play the game, because most people know how to play this game. I'm just, you know, just showing the differences between Crash 1 and Crash 2. I mean, this is your typical, you know, woody, grassy level, if you like. So yeah, we've got some new enemies. We've got some similar-ish enemies. Got like a turtle enemy and stuff. So at least we can destroy these boxes here. We don't have to worry about, you know, not breaking a box. So. And of course, just like Crash 1, you can get free Aku Aku masks and get invincibility, which is actually a lot better in this game as well. Got life there. But yeah, one of my most favourite, I mean, I also think, like, for the PS1, I always thought that it presented itself pretty well. I like the look of Crash Bandicoot 1. I kind of like Spyro as well. I think they did a good job. See, we've got the gem. Woohoo! I think they did a good job of using the, you know, the PS1's graphics and that, you know, pretty well. The way they presented everything. And here we are. Got 2 gems. Now you can press triangle to cancel the dance, which I'm going to do right here. Oh, hello. Is it Cortex again?
So, you were helping Cortex gather crystals. Yet you have acquired a gem. Interesting. Well, Crash, know this. As long as you are allied with Cortex, you are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser beam that will destroy Cortex and the space station he's created. Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering crystals.
And the return of none other than the psychiatric, the crazy scientist, Embryo. Yeah, Embryo comes back, but the difference is, he claims that Cortex has actually betrayed him, and so, because like I say in the intro, Cortex was saying how he hasn't got any friends left, and he gets introduced to a new character, Engine, who becomes his ally. He's also in this game. He is a boss. He's a boss that we fight later on. But yeah, Brio claims that he has been betrayed by Cortex. He's been betrayed and everything. And so, yeah, he's basically saying, oh, if you're going to help Cortex, which we are at the moment, you know, because Crash we've got nothing better to do. We can't exactly get Coco a battery, kind of stuck here. So, you know, he's saying, oh, we're going to have to use my forces. I'll get a little bit into that later on, but yeah, basically, For Cortex, crystals, and for Embryo, the gems. Now we're going to be doing both, so we're going to get both endings anyway. So we'll get into it. We won't be seeing Embryo, unfortunately. Again, not for a long time. It's the only like one time he projects himself to us until like later on the end of the game. But yeah, I think this has been long enough. So in the next episode, I will most likely go to Snowgo and maybe hang out if we've got enough time. But yeah, I know you guys have been requesting this, so I hope you've enjoyed the first episode of Crash Bandicoot 2. Done by Jay, none other than me, Jay from GameBustersUK, and I will see you guys in part 2. Until then.
No, Crash. I said bring me the crystals! Now, get back in there. No, Crash! To save the world, I need crystals. Crystals! One more time. They look like this. Crystals, Crash! Go back through one of those doors and bring me crystals! Look above the doorways. Above each, there is a big crystal-shaped slot. Fill all 5 crystal slots in this warp room by retrieving 1 crystal from each of the 5 areas. Only after we have filled all of the slots in this room can we continue on our quest. This is the last time I will remind you.